guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dimma Vlogs. If you're seeing my face for the first time, please hit the subscription button. Also turn on post notification bells if you want to get alerts anytime I post a new video. Okay, I sound like Izzy Williams. Guys, so today is day 4 of our stay in Obudu Mountain Resort, or Obudu Cattle Ranch as many people call it. And I can tell you for free that it's been interesting. It's been 4 days of fun activities, 4 days of adventure, 4 days of relaxation, 4 days of you name it. So guys, if you want to know how I spent my 4 days in this place and tips and tricks, things I think you should take away from this experience of mine, please stay tuned and watch to the end of this video. Okay, so the first thing I want to know about this place is that the cable car is not in use at the moment. Yes, it is not in use. And you may ask why. It is because the governor of the state has refused to pay them salary, so they went on strike. So the tour guide just came to show us where the cable cars are, how much you get to pay. I heard it's 1,500 naira for your student. That's going. So going and coming is like 3,000 naira. But if you're not a student, you get to pay like 5,000 to 6,000 naira for the cable car ride. Anyways, it was not in use, so we were not able to use it. So we got to see that they actually had cable cars for governors and presidents, for the president and governors, sorry, while they had the one for regular people like you and me. So the one for the president and governors, that one is bulletproof. But the ones that are for regular people like me and you is not bulletproof. So they are saying if anything should happen to us, that's our business. Anyways, that's that about that. Another thing you guys need to know is that the only network that works here is MTN. So if you don't have MTN, trust me, you won't be able to do anything here. You will just basically be incommunicado. Nobody can contact you. Even the MTN set for internet, for data, it's very, very poor. In some places, it doesn't work. Like when you're up the mountain, it won't work. But when you get to the lodges where people are staying, it may work, but it'll be very, very, very slow. So if you don't have an MTN line and you want to come here, please buy an MTN line, or at least come with someone that has an MTN line so that people will be able to reach you and know that you are not lost. Number 3, they are not connected to the national grid. Means there is no NEPA, so permanently there's no light. They said they used to be connected to the national grid, but something happened. I think it was a landslide, and since then they lost connection to the national grid. And since then, the governor of the state has not done anything about it. Like, he just left it like that. They've been complaining bitterly about it. So there's nothing like light here. It's just generator. So if you pay them and tell them you want to have the gen running for a few hours, they could do that for you. If not, you have to wait till 7 p.m. when they turn on their gen. Even at that, if it's a small gen, you can't turn on the water heater or the room heater or the television or all those things. But if it's a big gen, you're allowed to turn on all those things. For the most part, they turn on the small gen. That's it. And if, I think I already mentioned that you can pay them some money to run the gen for you during the day. And when your money expires, they turn off the gen. What else? If you're the type that likes to have your bath like every other time, a little sweat, and you're like, I'm going to have my bath. Oh, I need to wash it. Oh, I want to clean. You can't do that here. Not because water is not available. Water is very much available, but the weather is extremely cold. The weather is so, so cold. And because of the lack of availability of water, of hot water, sorry, you just have to think about having your bath all the time. Think about it twice because there's no hot water for you. Sometimes there may be people from the housekeeping department that may want to give you water, hot water, but just bear it in mind that you have to tip them or pay them for their services. Now, I also heard from the tour guide here, he said that out of the 12 months in a year, only 10 months are cold, only 2 months are not cold. So January and February are not so cold. Let me not say they are not cold, but they are not extremely cold. But from March down to December, cold, rain, cold, rain, cold, rain. So if you're coming here, please come with your sweater, come with your head warmer, come with your hand gloves, come with your socks, come with everything that will keep you warm because this place is really cold. And if you know you're planning to go abroad anytime soon, come and stay here and practice for like 2 months because the cold here is quite shaky. Like, at some point, I was already getting depressed. Like, what kind of cold is this? But carry me back to my hot Lagos or hot Ibadan or hot everywhere because, it is cold. That's all I have to say to you. It is very cold. Now, the kind of animals you find here, you find wild pigs, you find dogs. That's that about. Okay, you find rams, you find goats. You don't see things like snakes, you don't see rats, you don't see mosquitoes. That was one thing I was really grateful for. There are no mosquitoes here, so we didn't have to bother about, the bushes here, there are a lot of grasses and stuff like that. They should be breeding mosquitoes. No, there's nothing like that. You just enjoy your life and just keep moving. Now, they also have a gym, but not all the equipment in the gym work properly. So if you go to the gym, you just see maybe like 3 or 4 equipment working like perfectly, but the others are not in use. So you're limited to the kind of gym equipment that you can use. Now, let's get to the food aspect. I'll be waiting for this aspect. My candid advice for you is if you want to come to this place, as much as you can, buy some small chops, buy some things that you use to keep your mouth busy. Because when you get in here, you're in here. They claim to have some small shops, supermarkets where you buy some stuff, but they're like almost inside the community. So you may have to have a long walk. If you don't come with a car, you may find it difficult transporting yourself to all those areas. So just buy your water, buy your packs of water before coming, and buy your small chops because their water is expensive. Yes, I think it's like 250 per bottle. Their food is expensive, the water is expensive. So guys, just come fully equipped. Also come with your cash so that when you need to buy things, you just pay cash and you're not looking to transfer. Because if you want to transfer money in the restaurant, they'll charge you an extra 100 naira. Come with your food flask because if you want to opt for room service, they charge you 1,000 naira. If you want to do takeaway, they charge you 300 naira. So they just find ways to monetize everything. You could just pack your car and go out. By the time you come back, even when the car is not dirty, somebody is already washing it, and then he's expecting you to give you money, whether you like it or not. And if you don't, they will swear for you because they see you as a wicked person. I mean, somebody just washed your car and you don't want to pay money. So guys, that's that about that. Let me move to my second point. I already talked about the importance of having cash. If you do not have enough cash, they have a POS stand where you can get to withdraw money. They charge you 200 naira per 10,000. So if you are withdrawing up to like 50k, you're going to pay 1,000 naira extra for charges. So that'd be like 51k. There's a POS stand here, but if you can get all the cash that you need to spend here, if it's possible, do that. If you can't, the POS is there for you, of course, with the charges. What else did I want to say? Yeah, the agenda doesn't come on until 7 p.m. I think I already mentioned that, but just in case I did not, the agenda doesn't come on until 7 p.m. and you're restricted to the things you can use in the room when the gen is on. If it's a small gen, you can use some things. If it's a big gen, you can use the heater, the TV, and all of that. Now, this phone just really got me weak, and that's the fact that they do not have intercoms in the rooms. When I say intercoms, you know how you stay in the hotel and you have a small telephone, like a bedside telephone that you can use to contact the various departments in the hotel, like the reception, the housekeeping department, the restaurant, security, and all of that. They don't have that here. So what they did is they just printed all the telephone numbers of maybe the managers of those departments in the paper and kept it there on the table. So if you need to contact any one of them, you call any of the MTN numbers there. But I can guarantee you that most of the time those numbers do not work. Like since I came here, I've been calling all of them. They don't work. It's just one, and that's the reception that I was finally able to get today. So, jejely, if you want something, just carry your 2 legs to those departments and request for what you want to request for. Because if you're depending on those telephone numbers or more, somebody will just hang. That's that about that. I think I've mentioned all the things I need to mention. For food, if you need to place your order, let's say you want to eat by 4 p.m., go and tell them by 1 p.m. that, see, I want to eat this by 4 p.m. because they know how to delay when you order for food. It's like, it was not the nicest experience when we went there to order for food several times and they had to delay us. And then we're told to budget like 3,000 naira to 3,500 naira for food per person. So for my husband and I now, let's say we're to eat like 3 times daily. So we'll spend like, let's say 7,000 on the average. 7 times 3, like 21,000 every day for food. 21,000 times 4, that's like 84k on food alone. Yes, food is very expensive, so you might just want to come with your small chops and snacks and stuff so that you don't have to heavily depend on the restaurant's food unless you want to go outside Obudu, outside this area, and that's like 30 minutes drive already before you can get to the town where you can see people selling food and all. But I'm sure you will not even want to do that. So you just want to save yourself the stress and all of that and just eat at the restaurant. So place your order on time, or you keep your snacks or the other things you can eat, your beverages, to keep your mouth busy just in case you don't want to eat their food. It's been interesting. We actually went on a whole lot of activities like the mountain climbing, the canopy walk, the village walk. We went to the waterfall. We went to so many interesting places, trust me. So I'm sure you're going to see that in the video that is going to go up before this one. It's possible that by now the video is already up, and this is where I'm going to end the video. If you enjoyed watching, please leave a comment, subscribe, share, like, and all of that stuff, all of that good stuff. Okay guys, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.